All right, so remember your course selection info. Now, technically, you can also do algebraic reasoning if you really need some extra help in math. So, I guess. But anyways, so look above me. I'm about to put in Pythagorean theorem, multiplying and dividing, radicals, and special right triangles 45, 45, 90 from yesterday. Today we're doing special right triangles 30, 60, 90. Trying to get that out of the way because it is what it is. Test is next week on Wednesday. So we're going to review on Tuesday. And Monday we're going to not be here, right? What? What? All right. So let's remember this from yesterday. So if you have one of the sides labeled in a 45, 45, 90, what is it across from? So it's across from which angle? Five square root of 2 is across from this, which is 90, right? So I'm going to put it not on the first or second, but on the 95 square root of 2. Okay. Is he just every day this late? Is it the coach or is it you?
It's both.
Okay, but it can't be 3 days in a row. We gotta at some point it's gotta level out, you know. So I guess I'll reach out to him and see what the deal is. But you want to have your warm up sheet and then your headphones, please. Now, if across from 90 is x square root of 2 and this is 5 square root of 2, do you see how they have the square root of 2 in common? So what do you think x is if it's supposed to be in front? If x is in front of the square root of 2, what is x going to equal?
Monday?
Oh my gosh. 5. The number in front of the square root of 2 here is 5, right? If you're just not sure and you wanted to solve for x, you would divide by the square root of 2 on both sides. They would both cancel out, and then you would just have x equals 5. Okay? So if the one across from 90, the longest side, the hypotenuse, is 5 square root of 2, then the number in front is my x value. So that means this x and this x are going to be that number, which is 5. Not banana, that's not a number. So these are congruent sides. This is also x, and it's 5, and it's 5. Monday and Tuesday, you should have written map test. You should have your name on this. I'm going to pass out today's notes and then pick up those warm-ups. Don't forget. Bro, I should go use the 0. What? And apparently you're the one who's part of the lesson. Hey, you didn't even.
Oh, okay, so there's no way you slide that. You don't let me.
It's not the whole thing. You're all getting.
I
Now you get to get them off little side from Batman. Copy from me. Not for people. No, I do.
Yeah,
No copiando. No copiando. No copiandate. That's all. It's which is
It's the same thing.
bro. You're not gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me what cheating is, bro. Bro. All right. Phone full of money. Put that away. Sorry. Look, the floor. Money coming out of warm.
I need to do that at home.
I should not drinking that much water.
No, no, it's not. How are you? Hey, I listen to
What?
Have you ever seen? I feel like it's very you know the story. Oh,
No.
it's like I've seen it just yeah. You ever seen it anyway?
After they're done, yeah. I'm just gonna go over it real quick, and then you're gonna do the assignment. You don't want me to give it to you? Oh, I mean, that'd be easy for me, but I'd look like.
Because studies have shown that when you put pen, paper to pencil, there's a better connection for most people, or for a majority of people. Unless you're one that has photographic memory, which that's a very small percentage. But when you write it down, you're more likely to remember it. The point is, why are you not doing it? It's not in.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot my dog ate my watermelon.
I can have it up.
Sir, why are you sitting here? I was wondering.
So I sat here mostly so she doesn't have to literally go on. I don't know how to go on.
Okay. Yeah. One more.
Dude, my dog has a history of eating my work. Who can? Here we go. Duty dip time.
All right, listen, please. Please. Okay, at the top here, this is a equilateral triangle. So let's label it equilateral. So put a tick mark on all three. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, that is a nice equilateral triangle. And if it's equilateral, we know it's equiangular, meaning you got angles, arcs all over here. Now, if equilateral triangle is all three equal angles and they always add up to 180, you can basically do 180 divided by 3. Each of these angles is going to be what? No, that's if you're dividing by 2. But so 60, 60, 60 is going to add up to 180. Hold on. The top one, don't actually write it on the inside. Put it out here. 60. What? Are you complaining? Do I hear complaining? Quit complaining. All right, so 60, 60, 60. Now, here's the dealio. Kind of like yesterday. Remember we cut a square in half to get a 45, 45, 90? Well, we're going to cut an equilateral triangle in half to get a 30, 60, 90. Cut straight down, like a nice little altitude, which is going to make your 90. So this is 90. Here's 60. And then up here, this is half of 60. So yeah, I'm going to say this little half right here is 30 degrees. So I'm kind of just looking at the right side. The right side of this equilateral triangle is now a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Cool. Now, 30, 60, 90 has different rules than yesterday. The 30 is your x. Across from the 90 is double or 2 times x. And then across from 60 is x squared to 3. So you can see the rules. I'm going to give you the little grid. You just got to fill it out. From one thing, you can find the rest of them. So I'm just going to show you 2 examples. Make sure you understand this, and I'm going to let you cook on that assignment. Chat. Now, if I have 30 and I have 90, what is this going to be? 60, 30, 60, 90. Okay? Okay. Now, the only thing labeled on the sides is this 5. This 5 is across from 30. So which row am I going to put it on? 30. So x is going to equal 5. Does that make sense? 5 is across from 30. So across from 30, 5 is x. Right. So like on the next one, 22 is across from 90, you're going to put it down here. Okay, so if x is 5, let's skip down to the 90 row. That's 2 times x. Well, what is x? 5. So 2 times x means 2 times 5. And what is 2 times 5? 2 times, 2 times 5. It is 10. Doubling 5, double 5. Okay, so I can label that on here. Now this is across from 90, not across from 60. And here's the weird one. Across from 60 is x square root of 3. you protesting? You don't want to do it? Sheesh. All right. So x squared of 3. I'm going to replace x with the number 5. So it's going to be 5 square root of 3. Now, that's it. So again, if you know the across from 30, you double it for 90, you put it with the square root of 3 for the 60. That's it. Okay, those are the little rules for a 30, 60, 90. Now you can definitely make this more complicated, but we're just going to take this one tiny little step further. Make sure you're doing the notes instead of doodling. All right, now, number 2. This 22 is across from what? 90. So I'm going to not put it at the top. Okay, it's going to go next to 90. This is 22. So the x is not 22. 2x equals 22. So to get x, I have to get rid of that 2 by dividing by 2. 22 divided by 2 is 11. Half of 22. Now that's going to go where I see x. X is 11, so x is 11. That's across from the 30. 11. Okay. And then last step. Across from 60 is x squared of 3. X is 11. So 11 square root of 3. Like you leave it like that. Okay. The next two are where it gets more complicated, and that's fine. Yeah. The only time this gets more complicated is when the number across from 60 is a whole number, and I'm just double checking here. None of these have across from 60 as a whole number, so that's it. We're just going to skip 3 and 4. We're going to call it a day on the notes, okay? Skip to Maloo. Thank you. You know how you can thank me? Don't copy warm-ups. Right. What's in your ear? I can't hear you with that thing in your ear. All right. Can't hear you when you let people copy your warm-ups. All right, so I'm gonna pass up the assignment. Make sure you do yesterday's, all these other ones. I'm putting stuff in the grade book now. Let's do this.